Please rise. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of love. I hold you in my heart. You are my family. You are the face of love. Let's do it again. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of love. I hold you in my heart. You are my family. You are the face of love. Tag it. You are my family. You are the face of love.
Good morning.
Morning.
Okay, you don't have to. Hi. Hi, middle row. Every once in a while, you look up and go, oh, I know those people. All right, so I love that song.
Yeah.
And it means nothing if we just look at the stained glass. So I'd like you to stand up, and I'd like us to sing it again, and I'd like you to look around, see people, connect. If you're new here, please just meet eyes.
Ready? One more
Introduce
time.
yourself.
You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of love. I hold you in my heart. You are my family. You are the face of love. You are my family. You are the face of love. Good.
Thank you, thank you. Much gooder, my husband says. Much gooder. I want to say Happy Mother's Day to every single one of you. And so some of you are immediately going, but I'm not a mom. I did the dad thing. I didn't have kids. I wish I would. I'm glad I didn't. Whatever that is, you have mothered something. And I do want to honor if your body has brought life through, that is a miracle, isn't it? We can all get behind that. People who have given birth, yay for you, and me too. That's a lot of work. And so is nurturing anything. So I want to welcome you here this morning in whatever way you come. Hi, come on in. You're welcome. No worries. No, you are very welcome here. I want to welcome you in whatever way you come this morning. I want to welcome you if you are celebrating some special woman in your life. And I also want to welcome you if you are missing some special person in your life. I want to welcome you if you are celebrating having given birth. And I also want to welcome you if you came to church this morning because you're grieving that you didn't, or celebrating that you didn't. Either one of those, right? This is a tender moment when we miss people who raised us, when we miss and identify that maybe we were not raised in the most healthy way. that maybe there was something missing in the mothering that we received, something that someone else satisfied. This is a tender moment to be a mother if you have lost a child. This is a tender, tender moment. And I acknowledge all of that in this room. And when we look at one another and we say, you are the face of love, you are the face of God, we have to remember that that incorporates a whole lot. And be gentle with one another this morning, because we feel a responsibility to celebrate, don't we? Yeah. I'm supposed to, yeah. It's awesome if you are, and we honor if that is not your experience this morning. All of that can fit in this room. That's what I love about unity. All that we are can fit in this room. So welcome if you have been here for a really long time. Thank you for spending the morning with us. And welcome if you're here for the first time. Thank you for spending the morning with us. Welcome if you are in our Zoom room. I am so happy to see all of you. And if you are willing to show your beautiful faces, we don't care if you're in your PJs, pop your faces on screen so I can see you. And we can see that there are real people in this room, real humans who we know and love, and some who are new who are just here. Thank you for being here in whatever way you are. It's Martha's birthday. Martha, happy birthday. It's, stand up back there, you. You don't know this young man because he doesn't look like he did. This is Canaan. And Canaan, you and Martha share a birthday. And Canaan was over there when River's house was the kid's house and he was this big. I don't know what happened. But something has obviously changed. He is 21 today. Happy birthday. Yeah. I'm going to be nice and not ask. Yeah. I'm going to be nice and not ask how old anyone else is. But Canaan is leaving for Germany at 5 o'clock today. So we're going to just put good prayer energy for safe travels and big fun for you, my friend. Have a lovely, lovely trip. And I'm really honored that you chose to come spend the morning with us before you leave for Germany, because I know this time is really precious, really, really precious. So thank you all and your whole family there. All right. Happy birthday. Oh, we have to sing. We have to sing.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear. Happy birthday to you.
I get to run the show now. All right, you guys. We're going to settle into this sacred space, shall we? I invite you to notice your feet on the ground, to close your eyes if you're comfortable, and to know that this is safe space. This is a place where you can bring your deep heart, wherever it is, however it is this morning. This is a place where you can settle in and follow your breath to that heart space, and all the way down below your heart space into the belly of life. Sometimes we don't go there. Sometimes we stay up in the heart because that's where the really sweetness is. But this morning I invite you to slide into the belly of life, to breathe into that center of your body, to remember that you have feet and legs that carried you here, hips that hold you in this seat, that you are a whole body, a whole heart, a whole space and time, where miracles are possible. I invite you to breathe into the center of your being and give yourself grace for this day. What is that really? That grace is compassion for wherever you are. That you get a pass on any judgment you have against yourself today. What you should have, or what you didn't, or what you could have. You get a pass to simply settle into this moment as the beautiful, amazing beings that you are, that we all are. So breathe into the holiness of who you are. Gently, easily, effortlessly. Simply being the divine in this moment. And as you gently bring yourself into this sacred space, do so with intention. Intention to be fully authentic as you are in this moment, so that you might be loved fully authentically for who you are in this moment. Because you are loved fully for the authentic person that you are, exactly as you are right now. And so it is.
Call and response. Ale, ale, alleluia, 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 alleluia. So when I got the email from Ahriana about today, nurturing is not an easy subject. Last night I was brainstorming with my wife and I had this idea for this Peter Mayer song, of course. And then my wife said, yeah, let's find it. We couldn't find it. And then she said, well, what about this other one? And I said, yeah, let's listen to that one. And this is what came. Hey, here's one thing that you could do. Take out the heart inside of you and give it arms and legs and the sweetest face. Then watch your heart crawl around. Try to stand up, then fall down. And while you're looking on, protective and afraid. And when your little heart turns 5, give it a hug and kiss goodbye. Watch it walk alone into a great big school. Backpack nearly too big to carry. Big kids like giants everywhere. Sit there helplessly as tears well up in you. Seems like a sensible thing to do. By then you may have some regrets that you let your heart out of your chest, but once you take it out, it never fits back in, because your heart grows and grows and learns things you don't even know, and spends less time with you to spend more time with friends. And even worse, they say you should prepare your heart to leave for good. Teach it how to live and make it on its own, until there finally comes a day when your heart moves away and you can only hear it on the telephone. It may sound crazy, but it's so. But who would ever think it's true? Your heart does not belong to you. You can hold it close and try to keep it safe. Sing your heart a lullaby, cheer it on, and when it's time to send it on its way. Who would ever think it's true? Your heart does not belong to you. You can hold it close, try to keep it safe. Sing your heart a lullaby, cheer it on, and when it's time, send it on its way. So here's one thing that you could do. Take your heart, take out the heart inside of you, and give it arms and legs and the sweetest face. And watch your heart crawl around, try to stand up and fall down. You see it walking now, you see it smile and wave.
Now you know why we keep Kleenex in the back of the seat pockets. Whew. Thank you. That is very much what it's like to have children, isn't it? Yeah, we've all said it. Our heart runs around outside of our body for the rest of their lives once they're born. Amazing. Thank you, Joe. That's a great song. Probably just a coincidence that you found it. Yeah, again. So this guy named Carl had a reputation in his neighborhood for having a bad lawn. He just could not grow anything. And the neighbor down the street thought she would help him a little bit, so she came by and she brought a little cactus in a little pot. And she said, "Look, Carl, I want you to practice growing something. This is a cactus. It's easy. Needs a little water, maybe once a month. Give it a little sunshine. That's all it needs. Just practice, because I think if you get a little confidence, you could maybe do a little bit more out here. Maybe you'll want to do some gardening." So Carl took the cactus inside and he cared for it. He put it in the window And he said, yeah, I care. What's the right light? I'll put it in this window. And then once a month, he marked it on his calendar so he would remember to go and water the cactus. And he noticed as he did that as the sun moved, then the cactus moved and it started to get a little crooked. So he turned the cactus and remind himself, oh yeah, I have to care about this. It's important that I care about this. About 8 months later, he went across the street to his neighbor Sharon's house. And as it turns out, the neighbor down the street had brought a cactus to Sharon as well and said, I just had an extra one. I know you're great with these, but I had an extra one. Carl named his Spike, by the way. It's a good cactus name, right? So Sharon across the street was gifted a cactus at the same time, and she did a lot of the same things. She put it in the window, and she made sure it faced the sun just right. And she also made sure that she turned it if the sun moved, so it stayed nice and straight. And she watered it once a month. But she also sang to it every morning. And she talked to it and said, good morning, beautiful, as she made her coffee, because it sat in the kitchen window. How are you today? Aren't you beautiful? I'm so happy you're here with me. She sang, she paid attention, she made it part of her life every day for the same 8 months. And when Carl came to Sharon's house for dinner, he noticed the cactus in the window. He could tell it was the exact same kind of cactus, except Sharon had put it in a beautiful pot, and it was blooming. And he didn't say anything, but he went home to Spike and thought, something is really wrong. What am I doing wrong? And he went to sleep that night, and he got that dream that some of us get, that drop-in message that said, you're not doing anything wrong, Carl, but there are some better things you could be doing. There are some ways to make this better. So Carl started singing to his cactus. Not because Sharon told him, but because it came to him to do something gentle. And he started noticing and saying, good morning, Spike. How are you today? You're looking really fine there, guy. And within a few months, Spike had blossoms. This is the difference between caring for something and nurturing something. We care for many things in our life. We care for our car. We care for the next door neighbors. We care for many things. There are certain things in life that we nurture, and certain people who have nurtured us. Nurturing is something entirely different, even though it looks a lot like caring. Nurturing is to be with something every day, to be present to it, to see it, to acknowledge it, to grow it, to allow it to blossom, and to take in the beauty when it does. And just like Joe's story in the song about letting our hearts run around outside of our bodies, besides the fact that we see that, there is also a blossoming that happens. A blossoming that happens in our heart as it's running around, and a blossoming that happens in us for the time and the energy and the effort and the love that goes into what we have nurtured and what that thing we have nurtured teaches us. We have been nurtured by many things in life. Today, as we celebrate Mother's Day, we might be thinking about the way our mother nurtured us. Or we might be thinking our mother didn't nurture us. But somebody did. Someone nurtured you. It could have been a teacher. It could be a spouse. It could be your child. But someone nourished something in you, nurtured you, paid attention, watered you, sang to you, gifted you with visibility and care, made you a priority. And who you are today is the result of that. Maybe many people, probably several people. So it's easy to lock ourselves into a definition of what one particular day means. This is the day that we honor mothers. And there will be people who didn't come this morning because they don't feel like they can, because it's too uncomfortable, because maybe they don't feel like they were the best mom themselves. There will be reasons that people were not able to make it to this room. If you are on screen or somehow connected to us through the ethers, we bless you. You are still learning. This nurturing energy is yours. Allow it to fill you, because none of us are perfect. None of us did everything right, not one person. And if you are here bringing your tender heart or your full heart or your happy heart to celebrate, then still you have been nurtured. So this morning is not about me. This morning is about you. And I'm going to invite you to come up if you feel called. I will not drag anybody out of their chairs, I promise. But there is something to be said for what nature teaches us. And these are just leaves off our lilac bush that I gathered this morning, and some flowers that came from our garden and also from here at the building out front, just to put a little beauty in. But what we're going to do this morning is I'm going to invite you to come to the mic. And I only want you to say one sentence. I want you to say who nurtured you. Let us give our voice to that person. Let us speak their name. Because you know, there is something so powerful in a name. Think about the name Spike. It's perfect. There's something so powerful in a name. And whoever it is that nurtured you, the rest of us are going to hear that name and take it into our heart. Actually, let it in. So I'm inviting you who are sitting in your chairs as this goes on to be active participants, to truly give your presence to nurturing this moment, because if you do, something amazing will blossom from it. I'm inviting you to actually hear the name, to see the face of the person speaking it, and to receive that gift, the gift of nurturing. You don't have to line up. You don't have to come in any order. But if you are ready, please come.
Catherine Gertrude Iglar U. Vegas is my mother. She gave me the gift of music.
Carrie Lou McCoy, Ariel McCoy, gave me music.
I was nurtured by my grandmother, Grace.
was nurtured by my mother, Linda. She's here with me today. She's 80 years old. I'm so thankful for her and that she's here with us today.
I am blessed to have been nurtured by my papa, mom, my miss, dad, and my Uncle Bob.
I was nurtured by Peg Nelson. So was this church at one time. She was a board member once of this church. And she was a board member of 3 other churches. And she nurtured me, along with others.
I was nurtured by my mother, Joan Pauline Burrell, and was so blessed to have her in my life. I miss her.
I was nurtured by all the women in my family, but particularly my mother, Jeanette, whose graduation bracelet I found yesterday from 1929, and my paternal grandmother, Mary, who was an exquisite, wonderful woman. I am blessed.
I was nurtured by my 4th grade teacher, Sister Jean Marie at St. Mary's.
I was nurtured by the lovely late Radonna Rogers.
I was nurtured by Carolyn Hull.
I was nurtured by my mother, Gladys Miller, and my grandmother, Elsie Putterball.
I was nurtured by my paternal grandmother, Ruby Alice Smith, and also by my daughter, Larkin.
I was nurtured by my mother, Sherry Steppen, and my new partner, Tiffany Dahl.
I was nurtured by a spiritual mentor called Carol Amy, which I'm going to visit her for her 90th birthday in Italy in October.
I was nurtured by my mother, Beatrice Ziegler.
I was nurtured by my mother, Mary Amy, and my granddaughter, Bernice.
I was nurtured by the beautiful, vivacious, and gracious Lillian Lopez, who's with me today. Merci beaucoup, maman.
I was nurtured by my dad, Jack Warner Jr., and my son, Sam Warner May.
I was nurtured by my brother, George, and by my son, Alex.
And I was nurtured by my mother, Essie Bevel Hunter. And June 4th is 2 years, so still very fresh. So, thank you.
was nurtured by my mother, Nana Lane, who gave birth to me and died when I was 7 weeks old. And then by my stepmother, Luann, and my Aunt Margie, and Nana Lane's mother, my grandmother, Elizabeth.
I am continually and eternally nurtured by my mother, Leocadia, my father, Richard, my son, Kip, and my beloved Ted.
I was nurtured by my mother in the best way that she could, Judith Platten. And of course, my beloved wife and my children, and many of you in this room.
So I want to take a few leaves for those of you that are on Zoom and honor who it is that you're remembering that nurtured you. Even though we're not hearing their names, we're connecting with your energy in the Zoom room and feeling that nurturing that you received. I want to also place a few leaves in here for the folks who are working today, for Mark, and for people back in fellowship and our ushers, people who are doing other things but have been nurtured. And of course, I want to say that I was beautifully nurtured by my mom, Joanne Alexander, and by two incredible grandmothers who both did their best to be there for me when I needed them, Louise Valentino and Ethel Pembleton. So now we're going to scoop these all up, because do you think there's anybody else who is nurtured in the world? So we're going to take all of these with the love that comes from this community and place them all in here and offer a little prayer together, shall we? So we're thankful for the nurturing that we've received, for what comes naturally from the heart, for what sometimes didn't come naturally, for the effort and energy and love that was gifted to us, for the effort and energy and love that is gifted to us by our Mother Earth, by the Divine Mother, by the Great Mother of all, for the gift of our breath and this space and time of being. And a little bit later in this service, we'll take these leaves outside and find a place for them, and we'll complete our service outside today, remembering that we are nourished by, fertilized by, gifted by what was given to us and what moves beyond. And so we will take all of this and gift it back to the earth with thanks for the way we are nourished. And we say together, Amen.
This is a song, I heard this song probably 10 years ago. Many of you remember J.D. Martin and Jan Garrett, who would come here periodically to perform. And this song was a song that they wrote. And I want you to identify with the Holy Mother inside of you. She comes in with a gypsy midwife, rings on her fingers, bells on her toes, singing her way through the sorrows of this life. She shall have music wherever she goes, music wherever she goes. dancing along in the madness. She's got her feet on the ground. Give her your pain and your sadness. She'll eat you and turn you around. She'll turn your whole world upside down. Join me if you know it. Holy Mother, Holy Mother of God, saving the sisters and brothers. Holy Mother, Holy Mother of God. Beautiful. She is the heart of the darkness. She is the port in the storm. Hers is the fierce love that holds us together, the fire that keeps us warm, the fire that keeps us all warm. As she is the wind in the canyon, she is the rain on the land. And she knows the stars and the seasons by heart. She lives in the palm of your hand. You live in the palm of her hand. Holy Mother, Holy Mother of God, saving the sisters and brothers. Holy Mother, Holy Mother of God. Softly and tenderly calling, blessing the living and holding the dead. When everything else has fallen away, she is the voice in your head. She is the voice in your head. Holy Mother, Holy Mother of God, saving the sisters and brothers. Holy Mother, Holy Mother of God. Tag it. Holy Mother, Holy Mother of God.
Joe, you got to sit there for a minute.
Okay.
Because somebody came to me last time you played and said, it's not fair. We never get to cheer for Joe. So you have my permission right now.
Bring it on, baby! Bring it on! Thank you so much.
You know, while you're at it, I think we could take a couple more minutes and maybe just no.
Thank you.
Yeah. So a few more in here. We want all of this life, all of these blessings. Nobody gets left on the floor. I know what I got to do. Let's see what this one is. So a few weeks ago, Mark and I got back from a trip, and we, one Sunday, answered some questions and shared a little bit about where we've been for the last 6.5 months, and we had invited people to put questions, and we ran out of time. So I promised I would answer one question each week. We've got a couple more left. So this one is, what was the most important thing you learned on your trip? So first let me say, I'm not sure either of us is completely certain what the most important thing is yet, because we're still learning. You know, you finish a trip like that, and then you sit down and you realize how you come back and you don't quite fit in the same slot, like something has changed. You're still in the same place, but surprisingly, you guys all changed while I was away. Doesn't feel quite the same. But I am going to read something to you. And some of you will remember I talked about time and space, that your breath is your time, first breath to last, and your body is your space. This is the space you have to live from. That's the most important thing that I learned. And this is what I wrote about it, which has been sitting here since we did that a couple weeks ago. In a world moving faster than our hearts can beat, it's easy to forget the sacred truth. Your time is your breath. Your body is your space. And your heart and mind are the holy ground where consciousness makes its home. When we waste our breath, rushing, worrying, numbing, we waste time itself. When we dishonor our bodies, neglecting, pushing, abandoning, we desecrate space itself. When we let our hearts harden and our minds grow cynical, we shut the door on the very consciousness that could heal us, guide us, and lift us beyond the chaos. This matters now more than ever. In a world that constantly demands more speed, more noise, more consumption, your greatest act of rebellion, your greatest act of devotion is to honor your breath as sacred time, your body as sacred space, and your consciousness as sacred light. So guard your time, guard your space, not out of fear, but from reverence. Choose wisely where you spend your moments. Choose lovingly how you inhabit your body. Choose courageously what you allow into the sanctuary of your heart and mind. Because when you cherish your time and space, you create a vessel worthy of the consciousness that longs to live through us, to dream through us, to heal through us, to awaken the world through our very being. You are not here to survive the noise. You are here to become the silence that remembers, the temple that holds the breath, the space, and the light. So that has changed everything for me. And I know that what has changed for Mark is different, and you have to grab him and ask him. Because we changed in different ways, and even though we're together, we do things separately once in a while. Our oldest son and his family and his grandson arrived our grandson arrived 2 days ago to our house, and they're going to be staying with us for 8 months. And when we were singing the first song, Mark put his arms around me and said, "We have a couple minutes, just us." It's like, yeah. So, home. It's good to be home with you. It's been only a couple weeks, and it feels like it's been longer. I feel like I've slid right back in. But things are different. Things are really different. This week was an example of how things change quickly. The roof flooded. So Scott and Mike, and then the men's group subsequently came up and took care of carpets and brought in dehumidifiers and moved furniture around and took down bookcases, because it happened in the library. So you'll notice that the library is closed. Happened in my office in the library. And they got everything under control, but we got to stretch some carpet before we can make it safe for you guys to walk back through the library today. My sweet husband came up this weekend and brought the aerator and aerated the lawn. So you may have noticed that when you came in. We do it at our house, and then he always comes up here. That's a couple hours work. I bring this up to you because you don't see it. Like, there are people in this building doing things. I got here this morning and Mike was on the roof. Like, what are you doing, Mike? I'm here at 8 o'clock. What are you doing here before me? Already on the roof. Caring for a building is a lot of work. And I want us to notice the things that get done, to thank Scott, to thank Mike, to thank the men's group who does so much. Our men's group does so much around here. To thank our board, who also are here, making sure things get done and approving funds to get things fixed and all of that. It's a lot. It's a lot. I came in and Mike came off the roof, and whatever you guys did stomping on the roof brought down whatever was on the inside of the roof into the lobby. So there was floor sweeping and all kinds of stuff that went on this morning. And that is the gift of community, isn't it? That we work together, that we love each other, that we care for the sacred space together, that we give our time and our talent and our treasure, that we do all of that, not just so we can have this building, because, a building, we learned in COVID that it's just a building, but so that we have a place to bring our hearts safely together, so that we have a place to look around the room and see the face of God in one another, so that we get reminded to open our hearts more deeply, that there is safety in the world, even when it doesn't always feel safe to us, that there are loving people in this world. I told you last week that I am living from the statement that I am an American, and I am asking you to do the same. I'm living from being an American, because I don't care if you're red or you're blue, and I don't care who you voted for. I care that we live from a deep heart that honors our country and what is possible here. And we have people who come from lots of different persuasions, lots of different perspectives, and if you don't recognize that in this community, you're not looking very deeply. So whoever you are, whatever you bring here, you are welcome here. We are a community that works together. We are a community, building community, learning how to be community, and we are nurturing one another and nurturing our hearts and our souls through our attentiveness and our intention, through both our giving and our receiving. So when we go into this time of giving, I want you to remember who we are. Some of you will be able to give easily, and some of you will not be certain that you can give today, and that's okay. There'll come another time, because the cycles go like this. You will have abundance. We all have abundance at certain times. And as we give, let us know what we're giving to. Let us give to something more than, oh, we're giving at the church again. Let us recognize that we are nurturing something really important in our world today. Community. A place for safety, a place to practice nurturing each other. Please hold in your hand whatever your gift is, and let us repeat our affirmation of abundance together. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive.
Inch by inch, row by row, gonna make this garden grow. All it takes is a rake and a hoe and a piece of fertile ground. Inch by inch, row by row, Lord bless these seeds I sow. Come and warm them from below till the rains come tumbling down. Planting, pulling weeds and picking stones, we are made from dreams and bones. I need a place to call my own, 'cause the time is close at hand. Grain for grain, sun and rain, wind my way through nature's chain, soothe my body and my brain to the music of the land. Join me. Inch by inch, row by row, gonna make this garden grow. All it takes is a rake and a hoe and a piece of fertile ground. Inch by inch, row by row, Lord bless these seeds I sow. Come and warm them from below till the rains come tumbling down. Plant your rows straight and long, temper them with a prayer and a song. Mother Earth will make you strong if you give her loving care. An old crow watches hungrily from his perch in yonder tree. And in my garden, I'm as free as that feathered thief up there. Inch by inch, row by row, gonna make this garden grow. All it takes is a rake and a hoe and a piece of fertile ground. Inch by inch, row by row, Lord bless these seeds I sow. Come and warm them from below till the rain comes tumbling down.
So sometimes we do things a little bit differently than we do other times. We're brave like that around here. So what I want to do is invite our announcements and our closing prayer. But before we sing the peace song, we're going to go right around the corner and out onto this little bit of lawn right here. And we're going to circle up. And I'm looking at you, Sylvia, if you need extra help, I know Mark will help you. We'll wait till everyone is out. We'll get you to a sidewalk, okay? Okay. Anybody else who needs help, we're going to take time. But we're going to gather for just a minute and feel the sunshine and allow ourselves to ground our feet. And we're going to say a little thank you, and then we're going to release these petals because these are prayers in here. Like, you put your heart in here. This is not just a leaf anymore. This is something very sacred and holy. This is a prayer. And I hope that you will join us. If you are in a hurry and you need to go, I understand. Some of us have moms who are waiting out there. I got it. But if you are willing, please join me outside after the announcements, and Joe's going to sing the peace song with us out there. So we'll do the announcements and the prayer, and I'll have the door open and I'll see you outside.
Please join me for the
Thank you for being here.
Minister affirmation.
Thank you for
Please join us in saying our affirmation to welcome a new minister. You can also include it in your daily prayer and meditation. In deep gratitude for our past, we embrace change with faith and enthusiasm. We will warmly welcome our new minister to Unity Spiritual Center in the Rockies with open hearts and joyful spirits. And so it is. The platform flowers this morning were brought in by Sylvia Strickland in honor of her mother, Flora. Now, happening this week, chair yoga hosted by Lenora tomorrow, Monday, May 12th, at 10 a.m. in Fellowship Hall. Unity Sacred Woman's Circle, the Full Moon Drum Circle, hosted by Lorelei, meets tomorrow, Monday, May 12th, at 2:30 in the Unity Sanctuary. Bring your drums to use or use our heart drum. The Metaphysical Group meets on Thursday, May 15th at 6 p.m. in the Unity Fellowship Hall. See Steve Smith for the details. A metaphysical workshop with Joey Vegas is scheduled for Saturday, May 17th.
Mystical workshop.
Oh.
It's okay.
Okay, gang.
It's okay.
Sorry about this. Sorry about that.
It's okay.
Mystical workshop on May 17th from 9 to 12 p.m. in Fellowship Hall. You'll learn the importance of suffering and how we are connected to each other in this realm, recognizing miracles and understanding the idea, space, and your spiritual journey. This workshop will include music, Joe's personal story, a small group discussion, journaling, and poetry. The workshop fee is $20. Cash or checks are accepted. You can make the checks payable to Joey Vegas and turn in the payments to the Unity office or the day of the event to Joe. Remember, always check the weekly Unity newsletter, the bulletin boards, online calendar, and Facebook page for updates on events. And now, Sylvia.
It's good to be your prayer chaplain today, and I'll be available after the service to pray with you. I'll be in the meditation room. If you would prefer to write your prayers out, you can submit those to our wooden prayer box in the foyer, and I will pray over them today, and then they will be sent to Silent Unity to be prayed over for 30 days. Would you join me in our closing prayer?
The light of God surrounds us. I am that light. The love of God enfolds us.
I am that love. The power of God protects us. I am that power.
The presence of God watches over us. I am that presence. Wherever we are, God is,
and all is well. Thank you.